Hello, welcome to Narrowboat Precious Jet. My name is Stephen Tyrrell and we are currently moored on the Coventry Canal in Coventry. Today is Tuesday the 22nd. Is it the 22nd? So today is Tuesday the 22nd of February 2022. Wasn't at the boat yesterday, however I did go to my friend's unit and get the flue pipe welded, which you'll see in a minute. And today we're at the boat now. There's a few jobs I can do. I'm going to test fit the flue first, and then once I've test fitted it, there's a couple of jobs I need to do to the flue pipe before I can actually permanently fit it. There's a couple of jobs I need to do to the boat also before I permanently fit it. So let's crack on with that today and see how far we get. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you've got anything you'd like to say, then please comment down below. I do love your comments, which I always say. And also, if you're not subscribed, then also please consider subscribing. Okay guys, hope you enjoy. Catch up with you soon. Okay, so you saw that the chimney fits fine, but the chimney's got to sit inside this little cap here, and unfortunately that is a bit too close. So what I need to do is mark up on here the height of the cap, and then take the pipe outside and grind off this bit until the cap slots over there nice and tight, so it's a good nice tight fit. So I'm going to have to grind all the way around the pipe so that that fits over that. So I'll just put a bit of tape around the end of the pipe now just to mark out how deep I need to go with the grind. Okay, so the cap fits now. It's a tight fit though. There are places where it's quite nice, like that. Look, that goes on a treat, but when you twist it, it's a bit tight, but that'll be fine. I can work with that now. So just need to go and sort the rest of the stuff out. So I think the next job now is to paint the flue black, get it all cleaned up and paint it black. Should look nice then, shouldn't it? I'll put some aqua steel on this just to take care of the rust, and it's done a great job. It's gone black already. I've done the same under here as well. I don't know whether I'll be able to show you. So that's been aqua steeled as well, so that's going nice and black, which is perfect. Hi, welcome back to the boat. It's Thursday the 24th of February 2022. As you can see, I've got the fire covered up ready. What I'm going to do now is the hole at the top here where the chimney goes through the boat to the outside, the collar fits in here, and how the previous owner had it is the bolts come through the wood here and it bolts through the wood to hold the collar down. Well, ideally it needs to be onto the bottom of the boat underneath, so that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to cut this out so I can get access to the bottom of the collar, clean up the metal work underneath, and then do a little bit of painting on the outside and get the roof ready to fit the collar basically. I also need to paint the collar before I fit it, so I've got some black heat proof paint to do that. So Let's see how far we get today. Okay. Cutting the insulation off the roof, and I found the original piece they cut out the roof to fit the chimney. Wow. Normally you'd just throw that away, but somebody had tucked it in the top of the insulation up the top here, but it's gone now. It's out, it's gone. All I need to do now is paint the inside of the roof with some aqua steel, just to put the rust at bay, and then inside, once we've done that, we'll red oxide it and get it all sorted nice and clean. Okay. Okay, that's painted with aqua steel now, so that'll go off. Once that goes off, it'll go black, and then once it's black I can then paint it with red oxide, so that probably won't be until tomorrow now. But there's other jobs I can do. I need to go and get the bolts to hold this in. I'm going to get stainless steel bolts and some nice big fat washers, just so that if I put a washer on here, look, on that's just a thin metal there. But if I put a nice big round washer on there, it will spread the load out across the roof. Not that it's got to take any load, but it will just help spread it out. So yeah, just wait for that to go black now, and we're done. Well, this bit's done anyway. Still got to think what I'm going to do to cover this hole here. I might get a big, like a decorative ceiling rose made out of plastic, because plaster doesn't burn, does it? Or at least I don't think it does. Okay. Right, that's the collar painted black and dry now. That's all good. That's okay. It's a matte finish, which is quite nice. We also painted it. Oh dear. Right. Yeah, it's all scratched now. I also painted the underside. So all the bottom here now is, that's all painted as well. I didn't tidy that up particularly because it doesn't really need it. It looks okay, it's alright. I think I've scratched the paint. Yeah, I've scratched the edge, look, but that won't matter. And then the top side, that's nice, matte finish, painted black, looks good. Right. That's also the outside of the boat painted. Just done it as a square for now. What I'll do eventually is when the chimney's fitted and I've got my solar panels on, this is all stained where I had the plastic here. So what I will do is I'll repaint this section of the roof. I may repaint the whole roof yet, I don't know. But if I don't, there's just this section here I'll probably paint black around the chimney. And then if any bits drop out the chimney, like soot or anything like that, you won't see them on the roof of the boat. Or in this section anyway. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Might change my mind by the end of the week, you know, so. Right, let's go have a look at the inside. Right, that's all painted with red oxide or red lead, whatever you want to call it. So that's all nice now. So that'll keep the rust at bay. I could have took out this little bit of foam here and gone all the way back to the side, but it'll be alright. It'll be okay. Right, I need to go now and get some fixings to hold down this cap in this collar, and then once the collar's in and sealed and held down, I can think about putting the flue pipe in. But that'll probably be tomorrow now, because I want to give this paint a chance to dry overnight. Yeah, so I'll leave the paint to dry overnight, and then I'll bolt it all down in the morning, or tomorrow anyway, sometime tomorrow. Okay, Friday the 25th, back at the boat. Let's get straight on with it. It's fairly early in the morning, lovely blue sky today. It's a bit chilly, but it's nice. At least it's not raining, which has been all week. So we got with cutting the hole in the roof, sorting all that out. So if you look now, that's all nice and dry now, so I can start working with that now. I need to make these holes bigger, because these That's the size of the bolts I've got to go through it, because I wanted a nice big coach bolt head. Got some square plates as well to go underneath to give the roof a bit of support. Same both sides, plate fits in that nice little bit of cut out there, which is good. So I've got the step drill and I'm going to widen out these holes a little bit. So that one I've got to do from the outside of the boat, this one I can do from the inside. So right, let's crack on with it, get going. As I've just drilled it, I've now got bits of bare metal. I'm just going to put a bit of red oxide paint on the bare metal. Even though by the time I put the bolts in, the paint's still going to be wet, it'll give it a bit of protection and stop me having bare steel exposed. So I'm just going to use a bit of a stick because it just wants putting on. It doesn't need much. Just want to cover the bare bits of metal. And like I said, even though it's still going to be wet by the time I put the bolts in, it's better than nothing. I guarantee this is going to drip all down inside. It's a good job there's a big cloth inside to protect it. I've swept up all the swarf from the drill, but I'm still seeing a few bits dotted around, so I'll have to come over later and brush it all off, I think, because there's bits of metal everywhere, look, and I don't want that to rust on the side of the boat. Now I've put all this tape on here, and you watch me tear the paint off when I pull this tape off. You watch it bring the paint off with it. So I'm happy with how that's squashed out from over the top of them bolts, look. You can't see that when it's in the shade. But that I'm happy with. And it's squished out from under the edges as well, look. So I'm going to use my finger, clean all that up, and hopefully it'll look alright. Don't look too bad, does it? Looks okay. Lovely. Right, let's clean up a bit. I need to say thank you to David Brewer from the fire company who I bought this off, because he watched the video and reminded me that I hadn't fitted the fiddle rail, and he did say once the heat shield's on and the flue pipe's on, you can't fit it. So I've done that now. Bit of a pain, but I've just got to put all the heat bricks back inside the fire now, so that's my job now, is putting the heat bricks back in the fire. Okie dokie. It's looking good. It's getting there. It's getting there. They look alright now with the little cleat things, or what they're called, spreader washers, square washers, brackets, I don't know what you want to call them. Washers, I'd have thought. So they look good. Okay. The cap is also screwed in. You can't see it, it's not very bright. So the cap on the collar thing on the top of the fire, that's screwed in now. That's nice and tight. So I'm just waiting now to fit the flue pipe, and we're done almost. Right, let's put these fire bricks back in. Okay. So at the moment I've just rested it on there. That's sitting on top of the collar. I'm going to go outside the boat now, make a mark on the exhaust, and then I'll measure down. I mean, that's about an inch. Sorry, move the camera. That's about an inch down. So I'll probably measure a couple of, maybe 2 or 3 inches from the top of the collar up at the top here, down on the pipe, and that's where I'll cut. So stand by. Oh, I think that'll be okay. It's a little bit too low, but I'd have preferred it higher, but that's okay. I can live with that. I can always lift it a bit higher inside the boat anyway, so yeah. Right, let's get some stuff on there and seal it all in. So need to pack the inside of that now, just round the outside edge with cement, so that the chimney's got something that's nice to sit into. Okay, and that should create a nice seal against any gas escaping, and it should hold it in place nice and neat. Okay, right, stand by. Right, I've been to Midland Chandler's and I bought some bits. So I bought a chimney liner, a chimney outer, and also what do they call it, a coolie cap or a coolie hat, which is what they call that. So eventually that will sit inside, that'll go inside that. But first we need to make this fit the chimney, or fit the flue pipe I've just fitted on the boat. Right, so the pipe in there, we need to make the end of this slide down and fit inside that pipe. So I need to make the end of this smaller and nice and tight, so it'll go inside that pipe in there, and then this will stick down the bottom of the chimney. I'll explain why in a minute, but let me just try and get that down there, and then what I'll do is, once I know the size, I'll squeeze it in and see the join here. I'll mark the join with a marker pen, and then I'll go in the boat, drill it, put a tapper in it, a south tapper, come out, check it, and if it works, then I'll take the south tapper out and I'll measure the top, and then I'll fit it inside the chimney, which is down there, and then this joint here will get silicone. Then I'll fill that with silicone and south tap it all the way along, and then that'll get south tapped also to the inside of the chimney pot. So let me go and get a marker pen and stick it down in there, and then measure the pipe to get it fitted to the right size, if that makes sense. Okay, let's give it a go. Right, now ideally this should be welded, should be spot welded all the way along. However, I don't have a spot welder, and as I'm doing this myself, it's a DIY job. You'll, as my mum used to say, you'll get what you're given. So yeah, unfortunately no welder, so we're just having to make do with self-tappers. But once the silicone sets, it'll do the same job. It's still sealed all the way across, it's still airtight. So right, let's mount this inside the chimney and get it screwed into place, shall we? Right. Homemade double skin chimney, and like I said, ideally it'd be spot welded, but I don't have a spot welder, so it's not. It's only done together with self tappers for now. These ones at the top here I'm going to replace with little nuts and bolts. That'll make it a lot stronger. And then what I'm going to do is the inside of the chimney, or the chimney pipe there, I'm going to stuff the inside with rock wool, and that'll make it nicely insulated then against the cold. So, and it's the cold that makes the gunk run down the side of the boat. All the crap out the smoke, it condensates. Your tars and your terps and all that sort of stuff, your turpentines and your oils, they condensate out the smoke and run down the side of your boat, and that's what stains your boat. So by fitting a double skin chimney, doesn't completely eliminate it, but it helps stop it. So right, there you go. Okay, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed the video, what do you mean? What do you mean? Ah, I know what it is. I can hear you saying it now. I can hear you saying it. I can hear it. Go on, Steve, you fitted that lovely fire, you fitted the flue pipe, and you fitted the chimney on the outside of the boat. It's all ready to go. Light the fire. Well, I'm going to, but not until Lady PJ's here. So I want her to be here at the same time as I see it, so she can experience it as well. So at some point over the weekend, I will we'll come back over here, me and Lady PJ. We'll have a bit of a tidy up. We'll light the fire and we'll perhaps sit here for a little while and chat, and might do a little chat video. So okay, well, if you've enjoyed the video, don't forget, give me a thumbs up. And also, if you've got something you'd like to say, then please, by all means, comment down below. I do love your comments. If you're not subscribed, then please consider doing so. I'd really appreciate it. And also, if you want YouTube to notify you every time I release a video, then hit the bell icon. That's about it, guys. Have yourself a nice week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. See you on the next video. See you, bye.